Time keeps moving, and the NFL is constantly evolving, and Aaron Rodgers is one of the active veterans still witnessing it firsthand. Now with the Pittsburgh Steelers, the four-time NFL MVP delivered a memorable remark during the 2025 preseason. Before last weekend's game against the Jacksonville Jaguars, the veteran quarterback told reporters he pulled a Joe Biden during warm-ups, glancing at the opposing sideline and realizing he barely knew anyone there. Entering his 21st NFL season, Rodgers said he only recognized Jaguars special teams coordinator Heath Farwell, running backs coach Chad Morton, and had met quarterback Trevor Lawrence a couple of times. Beyond that, the 41-year-old admitted he felt like a stranger until he spotted teammates Cam Hayward and TJ Watt and decided to walk alongside them. One of the weird things is I'm 21 years in the league, so I'm over there, asking myself, who do I know on Jacksonville? I know Heath Farwell, special teams coach. I played against him. I know Chad Morgan, he was with us. And I've met Trevor a few times. So I was kind of looking around doing the Joe Biden and was like, all right, well, I guess I don't know anybody here, so I'm just going to walk off. I found Cam Hayward and TJ Watt and huddled up next to them, he said. Rodgers debuted in 2005. Most of his contemporaries have since retired or transitioned into coaching. While Pittsburgh went on to defeat Jacksonville 31-25, the exchange highlighted how different today's league is from the one where Rodgers thrived for nearly 2 decades. Rodgers joined the Steelers this offseason after the New York Jets ended their 2-year run with him. His first season in New York ended after just 4 snaps due to a torn Achilles. While he posted a 90.4 passer rating over 18 games between 2023 and 2024, the Jets finished last year with a 5-12 record. Pittsburgh signed him to a 1-year deal, and Rodgers has acknowledged this season could be his last. Determined to give Rodgers another Lombardi trophy, the Steelers built a roster around him featuring a top-tier defense and the headline addition of wide receiver DK Metcalf. During training camp, Rodgers has shown flashes of his Super Bowl-winning form, earning praise from former Steeler Ryan Clark, who said, "I can confirm it, Aaron Rodgers can still really throw the football. It's crazy in person," he said, according to Essentially Sports. Pittsburgh Steelers veteran quarterback Aaron Rodgers is acclimating to his new surroundings, including his new offense, alongside center Zach Frazier and offensive guard Mason McCormick. Despite his 19 years of NFL experience, Rodgers is finding his footing with the Steelers. The 41-year-old quarterback had a funny exchanges with McCormick, who's 25, and Frazier, who's 22. The age gap is, of course, noticeable for the 2 second-year guards. Frazier told a story of one of the first times Rodgers joined them on the football field for the Not Just Football podcast. "I just always put out an initial call, and, he can always override me, but I think early on I had some plays where I told him the cam and stuff like that, but he's got it now, he doesn't really need me anymore," Frazier said. However, that wasn't always the case. When Rodgers was first getting acclimated with the Steelers' offense, he would jokingly dismiss Frazier. "You should have heard him one day," he said. "Hey Zach, just let me play quarterback." It was like in a joking manner, McCormick said. "We were all dying." Rodgers has developed a friendly relationship with the 2 young linemen early in camp. He joked that he would put his money on Frazier and McCormick being the first players to start a brawl at Steelers camp in a recent appearance on the Pat McAfee show. "We're all taking side bets on who the first fight's going to be," Rodgers said. "And if I'm a betting man, I'm saying that either Zach Frazier or Mason McCormick will be involved in the first fight." Steelers veteran quarterback Aaron Rodgers described his Joe Biden moment amid the Steelers' 31-25 win in their preseason opener against the Jaguars. Rodgers explained how he felt lost while looking for the veterans, per ESPN's Brooke Pryor. "One of the weird things is I'm 21 years in the league, so I'm over there asking myself, who do I know on Jacksonville? I know Heath Farwell, special teams coach. I played against him," Rodgers said. "I know Chad Morgan, he was with us. And I've met Trevor a few times. So I was kind of looking around doing the Joe Biden and was like, all right, well, I guess I don't know anybody here, so I'm just going to walk off. I found Cam Hayward and TJ Watt and huddled up next to them," he concluded. The Steelers will host the Buccaneers on Saturday. It's Wednesday, which means it's time for a weekly Steelers Links roundup at BTSC. But first, let's take a look around the AFC North. Now, onto some Steelers news and discussion. From ESPN's Brooke Pryor, that's something that this time of year is perfect for, to move around to get comfortable. What's that? It's not about winning every single rep and having to be on the left side and having to get everything mastered on the left side. It's about trying new things and moving around. We just have so much depth. I'm sure we'll have some cool packages and some new stuff for you guys to see. While we've yet to see what the final result will be, the hype around TJ, what transforming his game entering his age 31 season seems to be real. This feature from ESPN does a good job breaking down some contextual statistics around what's usage so far in his career. The other big question mark surrounding what the season, can the aging speed rusher continue to win with quickness? Or will he need to add more power to his arsenal in 2025 and beyond? From USA Today's Ayrton Osley quoting the Pivot podcast, all the essence of what football is about, he emphasizes it, Ramsey said. Toughness, being well-conditioned, it ain't no gray area. It's black and white. This what we about around here. Were y'all tough today? Were you well-conditioned? Were you running to the ball? Were you on your alignment, your assignment, your technique? Like, it ain't no excuses. It remains to be seen what Jalen Ramsey will look like in the Steelers' defense, but one thing is for certain. He's bought into Mike Tomlin's philosophy with the Steelers. From Yahoo Sports' Andy Backstrom, the Schutt Air XP Pro Q11 LTD didn't meet the league's new safety standards, so Rodgers has been practicing in the Schutt Air XP Pro VTD2. To say he's ticked off about the wardrobe change would be an understatement. I don't like it, no, Rodgers said Tuesday, per ESPN. I'm trying to change. We're in the process still. It looks like a damn spaceship out there. Rodgers' favorite helmet is banned per the NFL's new safety standards, and the veteran quarterback is not happy. While it's unlikely to result in Antonio Brown levels of drama, it's still a situation to watch ahead of Week 1, as Rodgers has said that, we got to change it. From Steelers.com's Mike Prisuta, that's these crazy guys in the locker room. And the relationships and the friendships and the pranks and the trips down to Meadows over here, which is a great custard spot in Latrobe, shout out to Meadows. Just all those little things that make this game so special. You know, when I meet up with our former teammates, we don't talk about the stats. We don't talk about the games. We talk about the inside jokes. We talk about the pranks. We talk about the road trips. We talk about the connection points, the parties that we had, the Thanksgivings that were hosted. This whole feature from Prisuta is a worthwhile read if you're interested in Rodgers' philosophical thoughts on where he's at in his career or his custard recommendations in Latrobe. While the trials of the regular season haven't started yet, Rodgers seems to be enjoying his fit as a Steeler. From Steelers' SI's Noah Strackbine, according to ESPN's Jeremy Fowler, teams are monitoring a potential trade of Hill, who has had a bumpy road with the Miami Dolphins. I have talked to a few teams who are at least monitoring his future a little bit, Fowler said on SportsCenter. As Strackbine points out, while there are no official reports of the Steelers showing interest in Tyreek Hill, they've done their due diligence on most other big-name receivers on the trade market, from Brandon Ayuk to Terry McLaurin, the latter occurring even after the DK Metcalf trade. Beyond that, the Steelers already hammered out a blockbuster deal with the Dolphins' front office earlier this year. It's not fire. It's barely even smoke, as the Dolphins reportedly still aren't interested in trading the star receiver. But it's a situation worth keeping tabs on. Should the Steelers be interested in Tyreek Hill? While I wouldn't be surprised in the least if Omar Khan made a phone call to Miami, I don't think the Steelers should or currently do have much interest in trading for Hill. For one, the vibes in Miami this offseason have been horrible. Head coach Mike McDaniel has gone as far as saying it's great to be another day closer to death, and adding a player who's publicly been at the center of much of that team drama seems like a bad idea for a Steelers roster that already has a number of explosive personalities. He's also 31 years old and coming off his first non-1,000-yard season since 2019. Add all of that with a $27.7 million cap hit that would require a lot of finagling to fit on the Steelers' payroll this year. It balloons to nearly $52 million in 2026 with an out of $15 million in dead cap, and the draft compensation it would take to add the veteran wideout, and it immediately becomes a risky and likely ill-advised move for Pittsburgh. Hill would be a vast improvement at wide receiver, taking that position from a weakness to perhaps the Steelers' biggest strength. But Pittsburgh shouldn't spend that much to add another aging veteran, especially one who comes with Hill's baggage. Should the Steelers have any interest in adding Tyreek Hill?